jednou do měsíce.
Okay, I'm in now. Can I sign your book?
Most of the world thinks of water like sunshine or air. They think of it as an inexhaustible resource. It's just a question of how much. And water is truly a vast item. We are the blue planet. We're called the blue planet because of all the seas. We are a vast water-centered place. Some 90% of our bodies are made of water. So, understandably, but just because there's a vast amount of water does not mean it's inexhaustible.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's start. I welcome you here on behalf of the Czech-Israeli Chamber of Commerce. And of course I thank Seth Siegel for coming to Prague from US, flying for a few days to Prague and returning back quite soon. It's of course amazing, interesting book published in Czech by Roman Lesný, who did publish some other books, of course the Startup Nation as the first one. And I'm sure that it's going to be a great contribution to also Czech thinking about what to do with the water, what to do with the nature, what to do with our future.
I never thought that I'd be writing a book. I'm not a book writer. I'm a lawyer, I'm a businessman, I'm a communal activist, and I do like to write. I like to write emails, but I'm glad that I did. It's sort of like if any of you are having a midlife crisis and you're wondering what you should do next with your life, it's good to take some big detour, and even if you fail at it, it's a fun thing to do, and I'm glad that I did this. But it changed my relationship with Israel. And I want to explain how and why. What was extraordinary to me was that the personality of engineers, the personality of water managers, is a completely different personality than the personality that we know of people in leadership positions. They are all important. I say nothing bad about politicians, nothing bad about generals, by no means. But what I mean to say is that I saw in this the Israel that I now understand how Israel was created. There's a feeling, maybe it's the personality of engineers everywhere, of how do I get the job done? What has to be done? It's not about me. There's never going to be a statue of me. There's never going to be a newspaper profile of me. I'm not up for election in 2 years or 4 years. I'm here to get the job done so that people can live their lives as best as they can. I learned about this, that by 2025, there's going to be an enormous, worldwide, 60% of world landmass, billions of people are going to find themselves without adequate water. And as a citizen, I said to myself, I need to know more about this, what can I do about this? And from that, the book, Let There Be Water, came about, and then all the other things that came out of this. That's how this came about. Water problems are very interesting in that unlike other kinds of problems, like an earthquake or a tsunami, unlike some kinds of problems, they give you the opportunity to prepare for them very long in advance. Right? Before the aquifers run out, you have decades. Prepare for it. Before the water gets tainted and poisonous, you stop your corporations from, your companies, from your factories from taking bad chemicals and allowing to dump it. There's all kinds of things that you can be doing, and so I would say that every time you see a water problem, it means that there's a failure of governance there.
But for you, you know, in Czech Republic we are seldom discussing in public discussion the problem of the recycling of toilet paper. At least I haven't participated in any of such the discussion. You know, but basically, I believe about something like 90% of the sewage water in Israel is being treated and being used in the agriculture.
Currently, most of the Czech Republic does what's called secondary treatment, which is 2 stages of treatment of the water. It's good. It's good. It's not the best, but it's good. There's a better way to treat the water, which is called tertiary treatment, where Israel is now almost exclusively, and where most advanced countries are exclusively, and I'm sure Czech Republic will get there within a few years. The 4th kind of treatment, which Israel now is experimenting with, and there's some serious conversation about taking it on, but it's expensive, is to add a 4th layer of treatment. And why? Because what our treatment right now for sewage treatment addresses is what goes down our sinks, our showers, our toilets. And the process right now is to treat all the organic material so that it's safe to put the water back into nature or into another water system or to reuse it for agriculture or whatever. The fourth treatment is that currently around the world there are several thousands, many thousands of chemical compounds that are getting into our water. You use cosmetics, and at the end of the day you wash your face. There's chemicals in those cosmetics, and some of them have hormones in them. It gets into the water supply. And I think all around the world there's the opportunity to fix the environment, to have less landfill, and to take our sewage. And the goal of a sustainable network is what? Is that it's a constant loop of never having to add new stuff. It's always self-sufficient, so you don't have to ruin your environment. And how marvelous is that? Instead of wasting water, every drop of water gets reused, not once, not twice, but over and over and over again. So that even if there is a real sudden drop-off in rain, and Israel's lost over 25% of its rain due to climate change, you have a self-sufficient system. It's never going to be quite perfect, but it can be better tomorrow than it was yesterday. And
Děkuji.
No, this, how do you pronounce that?
Děkuji.
Děkuji?
Děkuji.
Děkuji. Yeah, děkuji.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm in now. Can I sign your book?
Yeah, may I ask?
Sure.